Soundtrack.
Hey, what's up, Bazinga boys? It's the Big Gangbang Theory, the only sexy Big Bang Theory podcast.
Do you think that's actually... I think that's probably what the porn parody of the Big Bang Theory is.
The Big Gangbang Theory? Probably. It's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Or
it's gotta
like,
be.
Yeah,
like, that's too obvious.
Yeah, or the Gangbang Theory. I think that'd be even better. Just simplify the gangbang theory.
Yeah. Would it be like gay porn? Because I mean, they're all basically all guys on it.
No, there's like 4 women on that show. It's not all guys. Yeah, we fucking weren't you part of the review of that? We did that on Soy Trek. Was that you or Spencer or? I feel like
Spencer, because I've never seen an episode of Big Bang Theory.
No,
I think we talked about it.
Are you sure? I feel like we reviewed. Maybe not. All right.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, there is like a couple like Star Trek related episodes. I've seen like clips of it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's what we reviewed on. Yeah, that's what we reviewed. Let's see. It was the Bakersfield expedition. Oh yeah, no, that was with Spencer. That's right. Okay. So you were gone for like a week, and so we.
Oh yeah, I think I probably had COVID.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and we also did the Spock Resonance, which was the episode. I think. So both Will Wheaton and Adam Nimoy are in that episode. Yeah. So. Yep.
Yep.
That's about right. So yeah, that was with Spencer, but yeah, if you should go back and listen to those because they're pretty fun, fun content.
I do pride myself in never having seen an episode of Big Bang Theory.
Well, you can listen to 2 guys who hate the Big Bang Theory talk about an episode instead. I think you might enjoy.
I mean, I do like that. Like, I do like listening. If I have no interest in seeing something, I definitely like listening to like a podcast or review of it.
Right.
And to justify not having seen it.
Exactly. That's what podcasts are for, is so people can watch and review the media that you don't want to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like, people who don't like Star Trek listen to this podcast all the time. So like, I don't want to watch Star Trek, but I want to hear about every single episode in excruciating detail with a lot of dick jokes. A lot of cum jokes.
So many dick jokes.
So many cum jokes. Yeah, but we're here to talk about some Star Trek today, because this is the podcast Soy Trek, by the way. Hello, welcome to the bridge. My name is Comrade Britain.
I'm Pat.
And we're here on the bridge today, just enjoying the nice view of the planet Setlong 6. Setlong 6 is the only planet in the Federation that still has racialized slavery.
That in California.
Yeah, that in California. California still has it just for prisons, but the voters last week definitely decided that
racism is here to stay.
Unpaid prison labor is A-okay, which is not in essence, but in like literal dictionary terms, slavery. But people see it. People are punitive these days. All politics are punitive, and it fucking sucks because people just want to punish the people that they don't like the most. And like Democrats are so bummed this week, not so much because they lost the election, but because like all of the attorneys general are like closing down the Trump investigations and stuff. Although he still needs to be sentenced in Georgia. So he was found guilty. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
I mean, if you look at like the rogues gallery of who's getting cabinet appointments, it's basically everyone with like major sex convictions. Like Matt Gaetz got tagged into a major role today, and that motherfucker is guilty as hell. He's like the most guilty person in the world.
We got a government full of racists. It's not cool.
Or at least like open ones. Like, I mean, I'm sure they already are, like all the ones, but like these are like guys who are just like dumb too. So like they all have been caught.
Yep.
They're all like facing major legal ramifications for their sexual menace, and it's kind of crazy. And then there's going to be absolved from all of it.
Yep. That's the way the world works now, I guess. Super duper. Did you know we have a Patreon, Pat?
I did, actually.
It's right over at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. What's Dumb Idiot BS, you may ask? Well, Dumb Idiot BS is our little company. It's the little company that does the podcast, The Media Dungeon, which is our movie podcast, Soy Trek, the one you're listening to, and Prison Breakdown, an academic podcast hosted by two professors on carceral research. We go through a lot of stuff. I also do a movie review every single week, or every other week, I guess, because it comes out bi-weekly, but called Movie Minute.
Bi-weekly.
It's a very fun little segment where I review a little movie in a very short amount of time. I think everyone would enjoy that. I also do a thing called...
Did you do The Work yet?
No, not yet.
That's a good prison movie.
Yeah,
good prison documentary.
I've done some stinkers. I'm not sure I'm looking for good ones where they assign me the movies and they're mostly terrible. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
like Elsa Wolf Queen of the SS.
No, I haven't watched that one yet. No. That's more Nazi PlayStation. Yeah, it is Nazi. Yeah, it is very women in prison too. Yeah, and they've assigned me a bunch of women in prison stuff. Like, I've watched a bunch of it, and there's
that
varying
one.
degrees.
Who's in it? It's like I think it has Steve Buscemi in it, and he pretends to be eating poop. He's in prison.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I have not watched that one. I feel like this is a weird dream you had, Pat. Or like something you thought about while you were masturbating.
Steve Buscemi eating poop.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Steve Buscemi eating poop. Oh, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
And I finished. Just like they deflate completely.
You know what I should do? I should start, after I come, I should give a bow. I think that'd be a good move, right?
Yeah.
Just like, and that's the show. And then just fall asleep immediately. Like,
honk shoe, me.
Oh yeah, so over on our Patreon, for as little as $2 a month, you can help support us. You can get all the episodes early. You can get them in higher quality. You can get them everywhere at once, and you can get all of the backlog of all of our episodes. We've got, 250 plus of Soy Trek. We've got over 100 of our defunct one, Getting Ahead of Bucket Cast. We've got 50 episodes almost of the Media Dungeon reviewing movies. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of that in a month or so.
Wow.
Month and a 2 months, I guess, in January. So.
Oh, I was wrong. It's not Steve Buscemi. It's Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
And the movie's called Animal Factory.
Okay. I mean, you were just thinking of an oddly faced character actor, a leathery faced
weird
character
shaped
actor.
guy.
Yeah, weird little guy. We love both of them though. Both of them are absolute fucking kings. And from what I've heard and seen, both very nice and graceful people as well, which is good to hear. But anyway,
maybe I got confused because Steve Buscemi was Garland Green in Con Air, so he was kind of in a prison movie,
but not eating poop. No,
but he did have tea very creepily with a
little girl. He did eat shit though. You know what I'm saying? So over on our Patreon, for $5 a month, we give a shout out to you and say thank you to you every week to people just like Professor David Graining Sights, Electric Baphomet, Dandy Leone, B Flig, Teddy, Jody, Shrimp God. Who do you think is the god of shrimp? Is it Poseidon?
Probably a flamingo.
A flamingo. Okay, I was thinking Poseidon, but no.
But I mean, flamingos eat so much shrimp they turn pink.
That's true, but that doesn't make him their god. Our god isn't our god because he eats the most of us.
But God does have dominion over humans. A flamingo has dominion over shrimp.
But people have more dominion over shrimp than flamingos. Surely people harvest more shrimp than flamingos every year.
I mean, in a way, but we don't eat so much shrimp that we turn pink.
Are you sure? We're pink. Are you sure that's not because of the shrimp? I mean, you haven't eaten shrimp in what, decades, and maybe you're still pink because of the residual pink from the shrimp.
I don't even think I've had shrimp ever in my life.
What?
Yeah.
You sad sack of a man.
The only time I had shellfish was when I ate crab and I had an allergic reaction to it.
How dare you?
I've never had shrimp.
You've never fucking had shrimp. Shrimp is wonderful. Shrimp is so good. It's like a fucking shrimp fettuccine Alfredo, my friend. Delicious. A shrimp scampi? Oh my God. Get out of town. Oh, shrimp is so good. Fucking butterfly shrimp, coconut shrimp. Oh, there's so many ways to eat shrimp. I'm about to go bubba gump up in here. I'm about to go bubba gump up in here.
I don't know. When I worked at a restaurant, I had to take the poop vein out of so many shrimp that I think even if I could eat it, I wouldn't, because just I see that poop vein. I've seen
the poop gives it extra flavor, dude.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what Willem Dafoe knows.
He's eating that. Yeah, he's just eating it right out of the toilet in that movie. He's just he has it all over his face. He's like, yum 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 yum
yum yum yum yum yum yum yum gobble 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 nom 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 nom.
Baby like chocolate.
Baby made a stinky and a snacky. Who else have we got that supports us? We got Shane Williams, Sam Mayo, Locke Van Isle, Skeptic, Gillian McCrary, SFC Punk, 7 of 9. Whoa. Star Trek Enjoyer, D. Riker, Ethan Adams, Iggy, Abigail Simpson, Vinny. I imagine Abigail Simpson is like a gothic Simpsons character, right? It's like the gothic cousin that comes to visit for an episode, like a modern episode that's not very good.
I can see, like one of their distant relatives.
Yeah.
Who teaches them about Bauhaus.
Hell yeah. We got Vinny. We got Phil McCavity. Danny. Dylan Lance. Jordan Hale. Elizabeth Hearn. Luna Dahlia, former Twink, Nathan G, Papa Poison, Awful Star Trek Drawings, Jose Martinez, Gabe Siciliano. Sounds like the manager, the front of house manager of a Italian restaurant. Gursky. We got Jormore, Kyle Simmons, Nick Savard, Shane Sawyer, Anthony Cabrera, Seb, Robert Yolito, Asher Pliskin, and our good friends over at the Hate Speech podcast.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. We are doing the hate speech. We are Italian. Of course we do the hate speech. We hate all other immigrants.
Italians are the only ones you can actually do hate speech against.
Yeah. They all stole the wife of Peter and Jane from us. The immigrant. That's the immigrant look now. Original Italiano look.
Yeah.
Yep. So for $10 a month on our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs, you get access to the Media Dungeon, which is my media server with over 20,000 films, over 1,700 shows. It fucking rocks socks, sucks cocks. What? Yeah, I'll stay with that. Rock socks, sucks cocks. I think that's cool. It'll suck your cock for $10 a month. No, it won't. Sorry. I mean, maybe it will. Maybe we can make a deal. For $20 a month, you get access to merch. Send out monthly merch. I think I'm gonna combine November and December's merch orders this time, and send out something nice and warm. Send out a good hoodie.
Ooh.
Yeah, something like that. I think everyone loves a good hoodie in the winter, right?
They do.
Yeah, hell yeah. What else? Anything else?
I know I got a hoodie from work, and it's hard to turn down free hoodies.
It really
but it
is.
has like that Give Me Liberty snake on it. Not the Gadsden flag snake, but the one that's all cut up into pieces.
Okay.
And yeah, it just has all these like weird like pro-American sayings on it, and it just pains me to wear it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't rock that. It's weird. Like, I know people with like actually decent politics, but they'll wear like shirts that say like 1776 and have like the fucking founding fathers on the, or like George crossing the Potomac on the back, and I'm like, what? I don't understand exactly what you're about, man.
It's like, what is your deal, bro?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was funny. I was wearing that like I think when I voted, and I was getting lots of looks at the polling station. They were looking at me like, who is this guy wearing a hoodie that has "Give Me Liberty" or "Give Me Death" on the back?
They probably thought you were voting Trump. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have a mail-in ballot, so I went and turned it in the day before the election wearing a suit, and I don't know. No one gave me weird looks. I looked real respectable.
Weird voting in person again.
Yeah.
I got spoiled by Washington. Like, I could just be like, I'm gonna put whatever the fuck I want on this.
I'm gonna do this whenever the fuck I want, whenever, and just turn it in, and like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, dude, collecting ballots this year was crazy. For the post office.
Oh God.
They had so many because we had to separate them from the regular mail, which, like, I mean, you'd actually be surprised how much outgoing mail there is sometimes, like, and like sorting that shit, because like, you just have like one of those big mail tubs. You have that in your van, kind of like hanging out at the front left corner of your van, and it's a right-hand drive, so you're driving to the right, and you just like throw the mail as you get it outgoing in that thing, because you don't have time to like sort it right then and there. I mean, you could, but like it would like take probably more time than doing it back at the office, because you have a huge fucking pile of mail to go through,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's it was a whole ordeal, but we got the ballots in, and Washington.
They clearly didn't do like the thing. I guess they stopped this at your location, but where they take the mail-in ballots, they take like a little X-ray thing and see if they voted for Trump, and then like throw it into a paper shredder,
Yeah.
I guess you guys neglected to do that this year.
Fuck. Yeah, we were still waiting on the equipment, the Trump shredder.
Yeah. Yeah. So you couldn't. Like, damn, that sucks.
Right. Yeah. But some other offices, I think, got the Trump shredder, but not us. So we didn't get to do that. We just sent all the ballots in to be counted. So. Whoopsie daisy.
So instead, you took your little X-ray, you took your secret X-ray fan and just put it on each other's butts. And
yeah, clearly.
That instead.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. Go there, check it out, and thanks for everyone who supports us. We really appreciate you. You make our dreams come true.
I want to kiss you.
We make it much easier to do this, to drag myself out of the sheets every week and take extensive notes on fucking Star Trek and a movie and shit. You know? Yeah, so you ready to get into some Star Trek, my friend?
Let's do it.
All right, so today we are reviewing Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 5. 5x5, baby, the same dimensions as my penis. 5 centimeters diameter, 5 centimeters circumference. For circumference. Ooh. That doesn't make any sense. It can't be the circumference and the diameter. That doesn't make any sense, guy. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about now. So
also leaves dick over here.
Yeah. Once you enter, you're in the labyrinth, man. You're in the house. Yeah. So
it's larger on the inside.
Hell yeah. Isn't that a Star Trek quote? No, that's a Doctor Who quote.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Yeah.
But also in House of Leaves, like their house was bigger on the inside than it was on the outside.
Yeah. Or the hallway, or the door that went to the hallway, the labyrinth. Yeah,
never. Oh yeah. Also, there's their house in general because they kept measuring it. They were like taking their tape measure,
right?
And they were measuring the inside of the house, and it was just like much larger than they would measure the outside. And they're like, how this is possible?
Yeah, what a wonderful book. I should read that again. I've read it like 2 or 3 times. It's a real fucking
times.
It's a fucking read, my friend. Anyway, so Lower Decks Season 5 Episode 5 is called Starbase 80 ? It first aired on November 14th, 2024. It is the 45th episode of Lower Decks and the 943rd episode of Star Trek overall. This one is written by Mae Darman, who's the story editor on this season, who wrote Old Friends, New Planets, which was Season 4's finale, and is also a writer on Solar Opposites, Mike McMahon's other cartoon. This one's directed by Bob Suarez, director of 11 episodes of Lower Decks, including Crisis Point, Wedge Douge, A Few Badgies More, and Shades of Green. All great episodes. One of Lower Decks' most tenured directors, and maybe one of my favorite directors of Star Trek. So, let's jump in. We open on Cerritos. What's up?
I said, do it.
Do it. You can do it. Yeah, let's bring that back. We open on the Cerritos flying through space. The lower deckers are tired from working on an ocean planet cataloging algae. But Mariner thinks it was fun, and everyone thinks something's wrong with her. But she says she's starting to enjoy missions without fighting the system. So she's shown growth. That's fun. We love to see that. Boimler has a little beard. So he's showing some growth too, you know what I'm saying? Some growth in my pants. I like that beard, boy.
Hey, he's looking good now.
Yeah. No, he was looking good before. We love the clean shaven, my friend. We love the clean shaven. We love a clean shaven twink. What's the point of a twink with a beard? That's weird, man. That's
I kind of hope that they're gonna have an episode later this season where they go ahead in time, and then it'll just show Boimler's beard like years in the future or something, and it'll be insane. It'll be like a ZZ Top beard or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully,
calling it now.
Hopefully, play some ZZ Top too
for later this season.
ZZ Top implies the existence of a ZZ Bottom, right? And a ZZ Switch. Right.
ZZ Bottom.
I'm a ZZ Bottom leaning switch.
It's just like another like a thinner person with beard, but like
a twink with a beard. It's just that's the ZZ Bottom. Yeah.
ZZ Bottom.
Oh man, that's great. Next twink on Grindr that I see with a beard, I'm gonna be like, hey, look at ZZ Bottom over here. It's gonna be so funny.
I think they should make that a shirt. You should make it look. It's just say ZZ Bottom, and then just try to copy like a ZZ Top shirt, and then just has like
has like a big like old Cadillac on the front or something, and like
and you just have the guys, but then just like put twink bodies on them.
Yeah, and then on the back it just says queers with beards.
Yeah, there you go. I think people would like that. Maybe that can be what they get for Christmas. Yeah. Like they open up their package from Soy Trek, and their Christmas sweater is ZZ Bottom.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun. So Boimler has a little beard, and suddenly there's a red alert, and the crew is called to the bridge. Freeman hails Cetacean Ops, and the Dolphins report that the navigational system is fucked, and the water keeps shocking them. So Freeman shuts down the nav system. They're supposed to be at a conference where Freeman is hosting the first annual scatting battle. They look for a place, which I like that little detail. They look for a place to go fix their ship, but the only close port is the dreaded Starbase 80, which Mariner abhors and refuses to return to. But they have no other options. Mariner is like, no! Credits, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. When we return, the Cerritos is docked at Starbase 80, and eerie music plays. Really good music on this episode. It set a really strange mood. Yeah. And the animation here, too, was incredible. It almost looks like a shot from Prodigy. It was really fucking good.
The animation seemed very fluid in this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of the movements of the characters and everything.
Yeah, the animation this season, like, especially the last episode and this episode, Farewell to Farms in this episode, like, both, like, kind of incredible animation. I don't know if they switch studios or, like, they're just stepping it up, but, like, interesting mid-season switch to like even better animation. We love to see it though.
I know there's a couple on Blue Sky, because like I've made the switch completely to Blue Sky. There's a lot of Lower Decks animators and stuff on there.
Oh, nice.
And Michael McMahon's on there and posts a lot, and it's very interesting. Yeah, and following the animators, like there's like one woman who posts a lot, Amanda Wong. She's like a background artist.
Oh yeah, she's on Twitter too. She's great. She lives up in British Columbia, I think.
Yeah, she makes a lot of posts.
No.
Yeah, it's fun.
So with Mariner and Freeman, Mariner is refusing to go back to Starbase 80, where Freeman had previously banished her. Mariner says it's infested with Denoblian lice. She calls it cursed. Ransom interrupts and says Starbase 80's transporters aren't fit for organic use. And Mariner thinks this is the beginning of the curse. And because they're not fit for organic use, they have to rub themselves down with gel, an organic gel, in order to decontaminate and transport. And Mariner complains and says Starbase 80 is cursed, but Tendi calls a curse unscientific. Ransom covers himself liberally in the gel. Like, I mean, there's so many things that like science can't explain on Star Trek. You know, it's one of those things that I'm like, come on, like you're really gonna lean on science when like, and also they kind of point that out because Mariner's like, can science explain the Q? Which is a great point. It is
a great point.
Yeah.
and like they do have like another, like this episode does have a reference to like another episode that was kind of based in like the supernatural that turned out to not be in the supernatural. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, sure. So on the Starbase, Mariner is telling the crew how she fell into a ditch on Starbase 80, which I love that there was a ditch in a Starbase. When suddenly a lady named Cassia Knox, the diplomatic liaison, jumps out. She thinks the Cerritos is there to help them and do repairs for them, but Freeman explains they were forced there and they need a nav processor, so they're the ones that need repairs. Knox is a little downtrodden and says they might have an older one on hand. Freeman tells Mariner and the lower deckers to help with any station repairs while the rest of the crew gets the processor. They walk down a corridor, and Mariner asks Knox how she got banished, but she says that she volunteered to be there. Over in engineering, everything falls upwards because they're having trouble with the gravity plating. Knox calls it retro cool.
I do like how she's wearing the Enterprise
she is
uniform.
Yeah so they just don't have like anything updated on here, and like they said like the last repairs to their station were like basically 100 years ago at this point, so
yeah, it's kind of sad to see how like they've just been forgotten completely by Starfleet.
Yeah, it is very sad. And then they don't even have replicators on the ship, so instead there's a corn dog stand, and the Starbase has a bunch of food vendors instead of replicators, which I think is actually pretty fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, why not, like, have
a corn dog stand in engineering?
The best they can.
Yeah, engineers love corn dogs. Dude, fucking O'Brien would go berserk over that. He'd offer to be like, "Oh, I'll fucking take a transfer to Starbase 80." God damn, yeah. Fucking corn dogs and engineering? Fuck. Jesus.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Get off Earth. He'd be like, "I'm tired of Earth." I think they just recently came out with a comic that shows like him teaching on Earth.
Oh, interesting.
So I think that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So Rutherford tries to call Billups, but there's a weird moaning coming from the other end, which Mariner calls part of the curse, but the others think it's because of a breakfast burrito that he ate. And they talk about him expanding his horizons and not only eating hot cereals for breakfast, which I thought was a weird but fun conversation. But then they're like, oh, well, he's back on the Cerritos, not Starbase 80. So suddenly from the shadows, there's like green-eyed zombies. I don't know. Spooky.
Yeah, this would have been a good Halloween episode.
It would. Maybe they intended that, but they just didn't get the schedule right.
The timing didn't work out.
Yeah, because that would have been great 2 weeks ago, but here we are. So with Ransom and Freeman, they hear a scream and find a man collapsed with alarms going off. But he says he just dozed off, and the alarms are always on, and he introduces himself as Jean. Freeman uses her tricorder to turn off the alarms, and the man is impressed. They ask him how to find the chief engineer, and Gene says that he has a hell of a throwing arm, which I thought was fun. He says he's probably at the arcade since they don't have holodecks. So now walking through a seedy promenade, Knox explains to Boimler and Mariner that due to a treaty, the Starbase is technically half-owned by a race that is like a big knife gang, basically. Rutherford is listless and sleepy. A vendor is selling uniforms of long dead men, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, they have a quartermaster, which I think is really funny because, like, yeah, I think they were on TOS as well, weren't they? I think in quartermaster, and they're also on Enterprise. Mm-hmm. They had a quartermaster.
Yeah, it's fun. So they find a records room and look for the grav plate manual, but Rutherford falls down when they re-enter the hallway, and there's a bunch of zombie people, and Tendi admits that maybe there is a curse after all. With Ransom and Freeman, they try to take the old turbo lift to the arcade, but it takes them to the maintenance labyrinth instead, and I guffawed at the phrase maintenance labyrinth. Freeman promises the Starbase won't get the best of her. Back with Mariner and the others, the promenade is running rampant with the Starbase 80 zombies. Dr. Tiana is there for, I think, the first time this season, but she doesn't say anything because she's zombified. And she doesn't say anything this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Tiana. I don't know what happened to, like, most of the cast. Like, Fred Tatasciore is, like, barely on here either.
No, yeah. And I was wondering, I was trying to look up who did the voices of a lot of the guest stars on this one, but they didn't update the cast on the Internet Movie Database profile yet.
Bummer.
So, but because like I could have sworn the guy voicing Gene was Stephen Root, but I could be wrong.
Oh, could be. Yeah, that makes sense. He's a schlubby guy. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, and he kind of sounded like Stephen Root's normal talking voice, but then again, I could be wrong.
You know why they call him Stephen Root? It's because that thing's as thick as a root.
that thing. Oh, I am right. I am correct.
Nice, Stephen Root. Beautiful. Love to see him. Love to hear him.
Love to see it.
So with Freeman and Ransom down in the maintenance labyrinth, they find Gene with his head stuck in a tube. They get him out, and they say they need to find the engineer, but instead he has them fix some things. They find a giant stairwell, and they need to walk 30 stories up to get to the arcade. Over with the lower deckers. Excuse me. Over with the lower deckers, suddenly Tendi is zombified, and a doctor with a half-electrified face named Harrison Horsebury enters and tells them they need to get the patients to sickbay right away. In sickbay, Mariner asks what's up with the doctor, and Knox is like, oh yeah, he gets that a lot. He's British, which I thought was a really good joke. Enjoyed that. This episode was like chock full of jokes, and most of them hit. Yeah. Like good jokes this episode. Funny ass episode.
The doctor has like that disease that Geordi had on that episode where he became like that bioluminescent lizard man.
Right. Yeah. So he has a Tarkonian parasite that messes with his DNA, and he got it from sharing a toothbrush with a fellow doctor. The doctor says he can't find any evidence of anything wrong, and Boimler thinks this really may be a curse. Mariner goes to call for evac, but Knox destroys her comm badge. Uh-oh. A fight ensues, and Knox says she's Elarian. And Mariner is, so you're like, you gotta be 400 years old. And she's like, well, I'm only 30. And Mariner is like, a young Elarian is just a regular person, which was an incredible joke. Knox says she's protecting her and theorizes that the comm badges are the cause of the curse. Mariner says Boimler just used his and he's fine. However, he stands up and he's a zombie. So Mariner agrees. It is the comm badges. And then realizes that the curse is from the Cerritos. Uh-oh, Cerritos curse all along. You've been hanging with the wrong dong. With Freeman and Ransom, they make it to the top of the stairs, and there's a gang of threatening Akamarians there, the knife gang people. They ask where they're headed, and they say the arcade, so they're like, oh, okay, and give them some free tokens. Which was pretty fun. In the arcade, they find Gene again, and the Akamarian points out that he is the engineering lieutenant that they have been looking for all along. And he explains that he needed the repairs and couldn't resist making them help. Ransom calls it messed up, but Freeman has sympathy and agrees to help him purge some bats. We love a bat purging from a starbase. That's how they get there.
Gotta purge them rats.
Gotta purge
bats.
Bats, rats. Same thing. Not really. Very different things. So, with the lower decks crew, the zombies have taken over, and Knox and Mariner are hiding from them. Mariner gets a comm badge and figures out there's a biological energy signature to the curse, and they need to get back to the Cerritos to figure out what it is. They recruit Harrison Horsebury, the British guy, and the corn dog guy, Chad, to help them and make.
Wasn't his name Chaz?
Chad, I think.
Oh, Chad.
Yeah. They make their way to the bridge while the self-destruct sequence keeps going off and on because Billups keeps falling on it, which is pretty funny. They encounter a giant insurmountable piles of bodies, of zombie bodies, but Chad, the corn dog guy, says he has it and sacrifices himself to the pile of zombies so the others may continue on. Amazing scene. They built
Incredible.
so much goodwill for Chad in such a short time. I love it. Great storytelling.
I did go like, no,
Not Chad.
When he heroically sacrificed himself, I was like, oh.
Yeah, we'd love to see a fucking corn dog Chad. Literal Chad.
So I sworn his name was Chaz.
It could be, but it could be the chop too. That's a Chaz chop joke. That's you're welcome for that. So on the bridge, they isolate the source of the comm badge signal and its incitation ops, where one of the dolphins is like puking lightning and like being evil and stuff. So the doctor analyzes him and finds an anaphasic consciousness controlling his body. The consciousness is using everybody's vessels like its fingers and tongue, which is why everyone's like licking the walls and stuff. Like they're reaching out into the dark, basically. So Mariner says it's her turn to be stupid and attacks the creature with a hose. The creature captures her and knocks and turns them both into zombies. The doctor hits the dolphin and is like, sometimes just requires a good old-fashioned beating, and hits the dolphin and captures the ectoplasm in the bucket. Suddenly, everyone comes to, and Chad is okay. Thank God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, our corn dog boy is safe. Love to hear it. So,
yeah, they were just licking him, so he was fine.
Yeah. I mean, he probably liked that. He was probably like, wait, let me get my pants down.
Almost. Oh, you guys gave up too soon.
And just like comes to, like everyone comes to, and they're like, why are we all huddled around Chad's boner? Chad's like, whoops.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So next we get a base commander's log from Knox, and they have made friends with the anaphasic consciousness and are letting it stay on the station after it has apologized. It said it did the mind merges to prove to its superiors that it was capable of communicating with other species. Knox thanks Mariner, and Mariner says, hey, they're not done yet. So in engineering, they fixed the grav plating, and a couple little problems, and are ready to go. But down in the maintenance labyrinth, Freeman is trying to fight a giant bat, determined to succeed where her alternate universe Freeman failed. End of episode. What did you think?
I really liked it.
Yeah,
like,
I really
thought
liked this one too. Yeah, this was super funny.
Yeah, like just like the different like creative ways they were able to find to describe just how like awful and deranged and messed up like this place was, but it seems to be like everyone who's there loves it, and I just thought that was really funny. Like, yeah, as you said, like the maintenance labyrinth was a good one. Like, yeah, everything was hilarious.
Yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'm gonna give this episode an 8.5. I think this and the last episode, like together, best 2-episode run of the series so far. I hope it continues this way till the end, like, because they're stepping up their game this season for the last season, which is great. And I hope they have, we've got 5 episodes left. We're halfway done now with the final season, which is sad. But we got 5 episodes left. We got 5 episodes to look forward to.
And that's like, I thought it was like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think that's why, like, we also, since I knew it was like the last season, that's why we are seeing like, as you like, Starbase 80, like finally we're seeing that, we're getting lots of payoffs for things like that's been referenced throughout the series. Because like I feel like they were making Starbase 80 references from the beginning almost.
Right, they have been. Yeah, and I'm glad we finally got to see it.
And now we finally got to see it. So I think that's really I like that a lot.
Yeah, really good episode. No notes. Really, really solid episode. Very fucking funny. Very well written. I enjoy this Mae Darman. Good writer.
Good writer.
Good writer. And, good director, too. Once again, Bob Suarez directs another one of the best episodes of the series. So that guy he's got something going on real well. Maybe they should have just hired him to direct all of Lower Decks, but maybe he's not available for that. Who knows?
And if they did, maybe it'd still be on.
No, I doubt it. You got anything more to say about this bad boy?
You know what? I am curious who was doing the name of the positive Allurian chick. Like, she's also sounded like she's familiar, but it hasn't fully updated. I had to find out that Stephen Root was doing the voice of Gene by going to Stephen Root's thing.
Oh yeah, the IMDb. You might be able to find it on IMDb instead of. Are you trying Memory Alpha?
No, I was using IMDb.
Oh, you might try Memory Alpha.
Yeah.
Because
I might try. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Starbase 80 Memory Alpha. So, get the episode Starbase 80 here. Let's check it out. So, we have the guest cast. The person who played Nux was Nicole Byer.
Oh, okay. I love Nicole Byer.
What's she on?
She's hilarious. She's on Nailed It. She also has a podcast called Why Won't You Date Me? She has like lots of really funny stories about her dating life, and she's in a lot of different things. She's wonderful. She's funny.
Oh yeah. Like,
if you haven't seen Nailed It on Netflix, it's probably one of the I've laughed at that until till my face hurt. It's so good.
Wow.
It's like where they get people who can't bake making
I've heard of this. Is that actually good?
Yes, it's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
It is. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Well,
that's awesome. They got her.
Oh, she was in The Good Place. Okay.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn
she was also in The Good
Nine-Nine.
Place. Yeah, with Paul Scheer, because she was they were both on.
Okay. I know her from Transparent. Yeah, I watched that. And okay, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, she's wonderful. Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, wow, she's in a lot of stuff. Oh, she was on Comedy Bang Bang too. That rocks.
Oh yeah. And she was she does a lot of stuff with like Paul Scheer and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's
her podcast. Her
work,
podcast is really funny.
Oh, she was on that Velma program too. Womp womp. Yeah. Oh man, she's seems like friends with a bunch of like drag queens too. She's been on Drag Race a bunch and Trixie Motel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Well, I got nothing more to say on this. You?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, that was wonderful. Yeah, everyone should go watch this episode immediately. Just walk, don't wait. Run, don't walk. Run right to your TV. Run through your TV. See if you can run through your TV. Like Sonic the Hedgehog. It'd be cool.
Kill yourself for us.
What? No, don't do that.
Maybe don't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to wait for me to be able to press the censor button. Yeah, I got to be able to press the censor button. So just let me know when you're going to say yourself.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. This has been Soy Trek. Thanks for listening. If you'd enjoyed the podcast, please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you get podcasts. And please check us out on patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. My name is Ben Britton.
And I have been Pat.
And you've been listening to the one and only horny Marxist Star Trek podcast, Soy Trek. Thanks for hanging with us, Soyagers. Be well, travel safe, and go watch some Lower Decks. It's been great this season.
Yeah, I think especially it's like the last one, so like you have no excuses at this point. Like you have to, or
no excuses.
You're a bad person.
Bad person.
You bad people. I love you. We're just kidding. We love you. All right. Well, thanks for checking with us, soy boys, girls, and the Willy Beans.
Hang dong and shocker, baby.
Hang dong and shocker.
Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy.
1 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2  3 4 2  3 4 2  3 4 2  3 4 2  3 4 2  3 4 2   3 4 2   3 4 2  3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2 3 4 2
one.